Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Solution Review. Well, folks, Bidenomics is ruining this economy. And I think of our great senator out of the great state of Florida, Rick Scott, who came out with a report because, again, all this, Inflation Reduction Act nonsense that this, whatever we want to call it, administration is spewing is an absolute facade. And let me give you a good example. What Rick Scott was able to point out is that since Biden took office, the wholesale level inflation has gone up 17.6%, folks. Let me give you a couple examples. Just over this August to August, or basically since he's been in office. Beef is up 16.3%. Coffee's up 13.7%. Soap and detergents up 11.1%. Rice is up 7.9%. Pet food's up 7.7%. And bakery products are up 4.9%, folks. And I don't know about some of you, but we're watching some of the longest standing restaurants, some of the most established long-term businesses going under because the cost of things, they can't maintain a profit. The cost is just out of control. Now, to think that this administration, who clearly stands for the opposite of what they spew, right? Inflation Reduction Act is not reducing inflation, folks. It's increasing it. Both on the consumer level this week, it came out August to August, the costs are higher. On the wholesale level, the costs are higher. And that's driving people out of work, which means fewer people are paying into the tax rolls. And it's doing a couple things. Within 2 weeks, if there's not a certain number of appropriation bills signed off by Biden, and this is where some in the GOP that are trying to curb this drunken sailor spending are calling for more spending cuts. This administration doesn't know how to cut spending. They only know how to spend. And folks, there's only a couple things you can do, right? When you're spending more money and you're taking in less revenue, you have to tax. Well, I talk about in Hidden Wealth Radio this weekend, the government gift. And the government gift is Roth conversion. But folks, that gift is about to go away. And I want to teach you at retirementprotector.com, that's retirementprotector.com, what you can do to remove yourself from the tax system legally. And it's before it's too late, folks, because when they take this gift away, and the gift hasn't always been here. It used to be if you had a certain income level, you couldn't do a Roth conversion. Now they're looking to now bring that back to not tax Roth, but just prevent people from being able to do Roth. And to take it a step further, not only are they going to give you a government or what they call a congressional mandated limit, which that's not yet to be defined. But if you have too much in IRA or Roth IRA, you can no longer do Roth conversions, not just the income that you make. And then whatever you're over this congressional mandated limit, 50%, whatever you're over, you have to take 50% out as an any age required minimum distribution, folks. You can't make this stuff up. Well, I think of Bill, and we help people like those of you watching and listening, like your friends and neighbors, learn how to remove themselves from the tax system. Also to remove their money from the crazy market deterioration, because you've got a lot of economists coming out with this higher inflation, fewer people paying into the economy since more people are losing their jobs. It's going to cause companies to not be so profitable, but it's going to cause, with the Fed likely raising rates with this higher inflation being reported, they're talking about a lot of volatility in the market. Well, let me teach you this Tuesday how to remove taxation as well as market deterioration. Go to retirementprotector.com. That's retirementprotector.com. And let me share a couple stories with you of clients just like you and your friends and neighbors that are just like you all around this country. Work with clients all over in different states all across this great land. And I think of Bill. And Bill has worked really hard. I mean, he has done very well. He's saved $3 million approximately in his retirement accounts. And he's only in his early 60s. But get this, the total tax at best at a 25% tax rate based on a normal life expectancy for Bill, he will pay back that much in taxes. $3 million saved, $3 million in tax. Folks, it doesn't have to be that way. I also think of clients that we helped remove, get this, over $500,000 of just Social Security tax. Now, they just both turned 70, so they're trying to get out in front of these required minimum distributions, and they'd saved about $1.7 million in combined IRA. We were able to teach them, which I'll teach you, this little-known deduction that's been around since President Wilson, going back to 1913, being the inception of our federal tax code. Oh, boy, isn't that nice that they rolled that out. And this has been around a long time. A lot of people aren't even aware of it. And they are able to use this deduction to now move their IRAs to Roth IRA, but without having to come out of pocket for the Roth conversion tax for those that qualify, with conjunction of working with our strategic tax planning team, right? It's one thing to help people get more return, less risk, prevent market losses, cutting their fees. But if we don't address the taxes, folks, that government gift that's about to go away, and the only way to remove yourself from taxes are the strategies that we know we have available today before they are no longer available. Let me teach you. We removed them from required minimum distributions. It'll take time, but they've got a thorough plan, which also prevents taxes to their son and their daughter and their 7 grandchildren. But also it eliminated over $510,000 of Social Security tax, folks. That's over $500,000 just to Social Security that they'd already paid a bunch of Social Security tax in. Folks, imagine more financial success, less stress, less worry, less taxation, removing the uncertainty of inflation by getting rid of market deterioration, folks. You work hard for your money. RetirementProtected.com, retirementprotected.com.